Hello from Ukraine, dear friends. This is Cinema Brain channel. If your fate has brought you here, that means that you love good movies as well as I do. On this channel we discuss new movies as well as the films that has already passed the test of time. Let's go. Despite the fact that the war in Ukraine is far from its over, we are not discouraged. Thus, cinemas in Kiev have recently started working again, for which I am very grateful. That is why we have an opportunity to talk about the movie that was released in Ukraine just before the start of hostilities, Uncharted. So, what to expect from the movie, and will the fans of video games be satisfied? Let's discuss it. This video will contain spoilers, but don't worry, they will be as light as it possible, so not to spoil the view to people who have not seen the movie. As I said, the movie is an adaptation of the series of video games. The main hero is a young man named Nathan Drake, played by our friendly neighbor Tom Holland. Since his childhood, Nate, as well as almost all 10-year-old boys, dreamed of finding treasure with his brother Sam. However, fate separates them, after which Sam disappears and stops even writing to Nate. 15 years have passed. Nate works in a pub, occasionally robbing drunken rich people. But one day, his life is changed by meeting the mysterious Victor Sullivan, better known as Sully. He invites Nate to make his dreamed trip and maybe even find his brother. And when we talk about the treasure worth about $5 billion, it's impossible to do without competition. And here appears the main villain of the movie, played by Antonio Banderas, starting complicating the lives of main heroes.
I'm pretty sure he's just threatened to kill me.
Don't touch your ear like that, you look like an idiot.
The film itself suggests comparison with another famous franchise, National Treasure. The heroes also look for various clues in different parts of the world, step by step approaching the main prize. But this is not disadvantage, because the movie has its own unique atmosphere, what worth only the famous scene in the plane. It would be appropriate to compare the movie and the video game, but unfortunately I wasn't able to get acquainted with this. But one day I will fix it. On the other hand, the movie is completely independent, without demanding the viewer to know the background for understanding of what's happening on the screen. Tom Holland has done a great job transforming from superhero to the treasure hunter, so there is no thought that you are looking at Peter Parker without his spider suit.
When you're making a Spider-Man movie, the sky is the limit. Spider-Man can essentially do anything. Whereas in this film, Nathan Drake at the end of the day is human, so designing these action sequences around that was really exciting.
His duet with Mark Wahlberg is also quite organic. And there is some unexpected twist connected with character of Antonio Banderas that evokes mixed feelings. What exactly, you will understand while watching the movie. The downside of the movie is the extraordinary survivability of the characters, who feel equally good after fallings, blows and even breaking the bulletproof glass with their own bodies. But it's a standard for movies of this type, and I do not try to repeat that thanks to this, cinema always wins in comparison with reality. In general, the movie is easy to watch, dynamic and interesting, and even people who don't even know that the games exist may like it. By the way, don't rush to leave when the titles start, because the movie has 2 additional scenes that hint to its sequel that I hope will be made, because the potential of the franchise is unquestionable.
Oh my God!
I shouldn't have come out to play with the big boys, Ian, because you're about to get a proper Scottish welcome.
What?
That's all, friends. Write your thoughts about the movie in the comments, like this video, subscribe the channel if you want to support it. And by the way, our armed forces also need your support right now. So if you want to help us to win this war, you can send funds by this QR code or to the link that will be in the description of this movie. Have a nice evening, and remember, never jump off the plane without a parachute, unless you want your brain to turn into the 100% pancake.